You are now live with me, G3, and tonight we are going to have a superstar couple, two of my very good friends in show business, Luis Manzano and his new wife, Jessy Mendiola Manzano. But before that, allow me to thank my sponsors on Live with G3. I want to thank Bello Med, Dr. Vicky Bello. I want to thank GOC, Dr. Steve Mark Gan. I want to thank Asian Eye Institute, Dr. Cruz. I want to thank Swatch PH, Tita Virgie Ramos, for all of my watches on the show. I also want to thank Evian Water, my water sponsor. Soon they will have a nude bottle, and I can't wait for you to show that to you. And I want to thank Cool de Sac, my new clothing sponsor tonight. I'm wearing Kenzo. Thank you so much, Cool de Sac. You may find their store at the second level of the Podium Mall. So, hi everyone, how are you? Yes, November is almost over and we are entering December tomorrow. So, I see Jessie na. So, let us begin our friends. Please welcome and newlyweds Luis and Jessy Mendiola Manzano. Hi guys!
Hi! Oh
Hi,
my
G. Long
God!
time no see, G3.
Kamusta? Hello, how are you, Lucky? Kamusta?
Okay naman, binabalikan ko yung mga days ng college natin. Si G3, kaibigan ko nung college pa lang kami.
Oo, sinabi mo
Oo,
sa
Oo.
akin
mga
dati.
fashion cafe days.
Yes. Hi, G. Always
Oo.
nice to see you.
Oo nga, we missed
Always good
you.
to see you. How are you, Jessie?
Good, good. I missed you. Grabe. It's been a while, no?
Oo, oo.
Tagal na. I miss you too. I miss you too. You have an early flight tomorrow. Saan kayo pupunta?
We're going to Boracay for my
Ang
Yes.
saya.
birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
celebrate mo.
birthday.
And it's
Thank
technically, it's
you.
gonna be our first trip
Yes.
outside of Manila on a plane. Actually, naman pulo naman tayo, di ba?
Yes.
Pero kumbaga, ito yung
Oo.
kumbaga, mas commercial ang pupuntahan since the pandemic started.
Totoo. And you are both beach people, di ba? You were engaged in Amanpulo.
Yeah, well, the engagement
Sort
happened.
of.
We shot the prenup sa
In
Amanpulo.
Amanpulo. How
Yes.
exactly did the engagement happen again?
How did it happen? Well, it's such a weird story. Ano ba? I kind of saw it coming na kasi nga
As casual as you can
yeah.
imagine. Diba? I mean, you're so used to the whole gamut of, diba, celebrity engagement stories na it's everything. It's napaka-engrande. Pagdating sa amin, nothing could be simpler.
Very, very simple engagement. And you were together for years, di ba, before the engagement?
Yes.
Yes.
Not a lot of people know how you got together. Kasi ako iniisip ko, binabalikan ko, parang you've never had a project together. You've never done a movie together or a TV show together. But you have been like one of the longest standing couples in showbiz
Wow,
couples, di ba?
MMK ba ang dating namin?
I want to ask you, paano ba nagsimula yung attraction you to each other?
Hindi. Well, I would always bump into her kasi nga because of the game
In
shows.
ASAP or
The game
Deal or No
shows,
Deal.
she would
Yeah.
guest to promote her shows and she would be with her, diba, her love teams, mga ganyan talaga. And I've always appreciated her beauty naman talaga. Kumbaga,
True.
there's no denying. I think if you ask any guy naman, anyone, all the gentlemen can say na na-appreciate nila ang kagandahan ni Miss Jessy Mendiola. Nagkataon lang na I was given the chance to take it to the next step.
Naks naman.
The next
Of course,
level.
not only the beauty, but the sexiness also, di ba,
Wow.
Jessie?
Well, I'm not exactly chopped liver, ha. May ibubuga din naman ako ng sexiness sa usapan.
Oo, may mga body
Okay,
exposure
wag naman
na,
ako,
diba?
wag naman akuin lang niya lahat. Sandali, may ambag din naman ako kahit papaano.
Totoo. Ikaw naman, Jessie, what did you see in Luis apart from his body?
Ano to? Karne ka ba?
Alam mo,
Apart
G3,
from your body.
G3 up to now, iniisip ko minsan kung katawan ko lang habol niya. Honestly, minsan, may mga times na, is it really for love or is it because of the pleasure?
Whatever. Oh my God. Hoy, nakakahiya ka.
Ay, sorry.
No, as
Ano
in,
nga ba talaga, Jessie? Love or the body? Ano bang nakikita mo kay Luis?
pwedeng both.
Yes,
No,
pwede.
he's the sweetest. He's the kindest. Kaya nung
Thank you.
si Lou kasi matagal na kaming friends talaga, and I guess it took a while din bago ako magkaroon ng attraction talaga sa kanya.
Aray, aray.
Really?
No, kasi yung itsura niya talaga, hindi naman
Teka lang,
itsura, but
teka
like,
lang.
no, but like, hindi ko siya ideal man, or hindi ko siya type.
Sandali, pasama na.
No, like, mahilig ako sa mga moreno, ganyan. Ikaw, you're very mestizo,
Okay.
very
Okay.
bubbly, napaka out there mo, 'di ba? So parang nung na-meet ko siya, sabi ko, oh ano, when we finally got the chance to talk to each other talaga, like, to have a meaningful conversation apart from saying hi and whatever pag sa ASAP, parang naisip ko, oh nga no, pwede talaga to. Pwede si Luis. Ganito pala siya in real life. Like, whenever, kunwari pag walang tao or like kami lang, iba din talaga siya magsalita, mag-isip.
Oo.
So sabi ko, I'm
Actually,
sure
people
alam mo to,
really...
G3.
Yeah. Parati kasi siyang komedyante, di ba? Parang una mo pa rin siya
Yes.
makita, parang tatawa ka lang ng tatawa. But he's actually very intelligent. He's one of the most intelligent people in show business. You know, when you work with her, ito yung mga delight para sa mga writers kasi hindi mo na kailangan i-explain. Yung parang he can just do
Tama.
it. Di ba?
Thank
It's like
you.
when you're working with him, when he's your host, you can just really sit back and they'll do the job for you. So he's
Yes.
really very, very smart. He's just
Thank you.
it's just that he's very, very funny also. Sometimes the funny is really ahead of all the
Nalalagpasan
intelligence.
niya.
Thank you very much.
Diba?
To be honest, I get to
Yes.
do what I do. Sinasabi nga nila na, di ba, when you watch me on TV, everything that I say, all the good words I receive actually is also because of you guys and the hard work you put in behind the camera na inaabutan kaming mga artists on cam.
That's true. That's why it's so easy to work with hosts like you. Pero kasi 'di ba parang your life is such a comedy piece, 'di ba? Even your posts and your timelines and on your Facebook, you make us laugh every day. So even when you got married, when you were serious and when you were crying,
Oo nga, oh my God.
it became a
Totoo.
meme. Like up to this day, nakikita ko yung meme na
Totoo.
umiiyak ka. So hindi namin alam how we will feel when we see you serious. Kasi sanay na kami araw-araw, pinapatawa mo kami. But when you were crying on your wedding day, on that very, very intimate wedding day na naging meme yung pag-iyak mo, what was actually going through your mind, Luis?
I was just so happy. I guess, kumbaga, there wouldn't be enough words in the dictionary nor sentences to explain how happy I was to see her walking down the aisle. And in a few moments, I would get to kiss her and officially call her Mrs. Manzano.
That's so sweet.
Kinilig ka.
No,
Yes,
actually, I was
yeah.
about to say kasi na even before I went out, he was crying already.
Okay.
As in, iiyak na daw siya. Sabi sa akin nila, Momski, nila Daddy-o, sabi nila, alam mo bang he was crying na even before you walked down? Sabi ko, talaga?
Di kasi syempre nakita ko di ba? I was there, I was looking at everyone. Nakita ko na medyo napalaki yung gastos ko. Wala akong dalang pera nun. So sabi ko, pucha, paano to? Sabi ko, mukhang mahirap-hirap to. But then nothing would be, parang para sa akin, it's next to impossible na hindi ako maiyak seeing How walking towards me.
Why pala how?
Hindi ko na
Why do you
mag-explain.
call each other how?
Oh my gosh, ano ba? It started with love. Ito kasi,
Okay.
I'm not sure kung alam ng mga tao to, but siguro naman may mga nakakaalam na to, di ba? Mahilig siya mag-baby talk. Di ba ang laki-laki niyang tao?
Really? Oh.
Yes! Mas mahilig siya mag-baby talk kesa sa akin. So when we started dating, or actually nung tayo na talaga, love ang tawagan namin, tapos nag-evolve siya into, ano ba?
How? Kasi parang may narinig kaming pusa sa labas ng bahay.
Naging wow.
Totoo.
Tapos naging wow. Tapos naging how.
Parang ano kasi siya from love. Tapos one night, may narinig kaming pusa. Parang ganun yung pusa. So,
diba? I mean,
oo.
Parang
pag yung mga pusa na in heat, 'di ba? Ganun sila,
diba?
mga pusa na in
Parang
heat.
hanggang sa
ganon.
So yung how namin means love. For example, yung I love you namin, mag-message kami, I how you. Ganon kami.
That's so cute and that's so unique and only you have it, 'di ba?
How you.
How you?
How you? That's so
Yes.
cute. That's so cute. Of course, Luis, di ba, parang you come from an iconic showbiz lineage, di ba? Parang you're the son, the firstborn of Vilma Santos, the star for all seasons, and Edu Manzano, di ba? Growing up, we already knew who you were. So
Yeah.
even in college, parang kilala na namin yan, si Lucky, si Lucky. Was it ever embarrassing for you if people called
Sigurado
you
ko
like, I
iba yung
love you, Lucky?
pagkakakilala niyo sa akin nun.
Oo. Ayoko sabihin kasi parang ako ma-incriminate.
Oo.
Oo, grabe. Ang saya-saya nung college days.
Yeah.
Anyway, growing up, when people used to call, I love you, kasi di ba naging catchphrase yan ni Ate V, Tita V. When you were growing up, did it ever become embarrassing for you? Kaya binago mo yung name mo to Luis?
No, it was actually that is my pet peeve. When people think na kunwari may lalapit sa akin, "Hi Lucky, ay ayaw mo nga pala ng Lucky, it's Luis." Hindi. Up to this day, ang daming tumatawag sa akin ng Lucky.
Even family.
Even family, they call me Lucky. A lot of people outside showbiz actually may Lucky, may Luis talaga. It was never an issue sa akin.
Okay. So you're okay with being called, I love you, Lucky, ganyan. Yeah.
Ang kadalasang tawag sa akin ng mga tao, barkada ko, Luis, Lucky,
Lou.
Yan, na yung mga tawag sa akin.
Si Jessy din she refers to you as Lou. So anyway, like going back, like, di ba syempre, Vilma Santos is one of our biggest stars, like in the whole industry. And she's been married for quite a while now. So what kind of marriage advice did she give you, Luis? And what kind of marriage advice did she give you, Jessy? Si Momski.
Si Momski, palagi niyang sinasabi na to be patient with each other. Kasi nakikita niya minsan pag nag-aasaran kami, tapos sinasabi niya parang you have to work hard for it. Siyempre, sila din ni Tito Ralph, di ba? Tagal na rin nilang kasama.
Decades na.
Yeah. So sinasabi niya na you just have to be patient with each other, to communicate, to understand each other, and to support each other. I think basically, yun naman talaga eh. Diba?
And sa akin, kagaya na sinabi niya sa ibang mga lives namin, respect.
Yeah, respect,
Love, the relationship, the kilig, the romance, everything will evolve. Yeah. But the one thing that shouldn't and will always be the foundation would be the respect for each other.
Respect. Okay, that's very true. Pero sometimes yung parang... Ha?
Hindi, spinel ko lang. Ganda ng swatch mo, Gia. Kita ko yung swatch mo. Ganda ng swatch mo.
Thank you, Tita Virgie Ramos.
Tita Virgie.
Yes. Anyway, di ba parang respect will always be there in a successful union and a successful marriage. But it's hard to be super respectful when you're always funny. What time in the day does he start becoming funny? Is it, halimbawa, pagising niyo ba, nakakatawa na siya? Or parang meron siyang mga serious moments, Jessy?
Oh no, marami siyang serious moments. Especially after
really?
Pag after work, alam mo nang, you have to give him his alone time. Kasi, di ba, syempre he's a host. Tapos makulit siya in real life. Tapos pag nag-host siya, mas nagiging doble yung kulit niya. So, syempre napapagod siya after work. Makikita mo siya, magpo-phone lang, or manonood ng TV, tahimik lang siya. As in, no word na isa, kahit isang word, wala siyang sasabihin sa'yo. Kasi pagod siya.
That's so hard to believe.
Kasi, diba, I mean, diba, what I want to share to people.
We used to fight about it.
Yes.
I would always
How?
I would always tell him na, you're so dadal pagdating sa work and pag nasa kasama mo yung ibang mga tao, pagdating sa akin at home, ang tahitahimik mo, ganyan, blah, blah, blah. And then, eventually, I realized, nakakapagod yung ginagawa niya.
Kasi diba when you host, especially with the style that I do, the way I do it, parang it's always out. And that's what a host should do, diba? Always out, whether it be makulit ka or hindi kaya, but people will feel the energy. Diba? Yun naman yun eh. So when you're hosting, everything is outwards. So parang pag uwi mo, that's the only time that you're gonna start absorbing everything and recharging.
True, that's true. And I feel like, because you're also very madaldal, Jessy, di ba? When I met you, you're also very madaldal. But I think the true test of real, compatibility is when you can be silent with a person, and it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter if you're
Yes.
madaldal with a person or if you can be completely quiet with the person. And it shouldn't matter either way. Parang ganyan, di ba? Ikaw kasi madaldal ka rin, di ba, Jessy? Super.
Yeah, madaldal. And she's also
Grabe
starting.
yung parang,
Hindi, totoo. And nakaka-proud because she's also starting to host na.
Yes.
She's
Oh,
gotten a...
pinapanood ko nga yung mga vlog mo. Tsaka may fitness show ka, di ba?
meron, yeah, last year. Last
Mm-mm.
year.
And kinukuha na siya for hosting engagements talaga. Talaga kumbaga, nandun na. So, nakaka-proud lang.
Actually, kaya ako na-realize na nakakapagod yung ginagawa niya. Kasi nung nag-start na rin ako mag-host, sabi ko, nga, nakakapagod nga talaga mag-host. It's like yung
Oo.
energy mo, your mind is constantly working. Pag may kailangan na mag-stretch, o kaya hindi pwedeng may dead air, you have to constantly think of what to say. So sabi ko, nakakapagod nga yun, na syempre, during the show, you have to constantly talk and communicate or banter
Analyze.
with your co-host. Tapos pagdating mo sa bahay, makikipag-usap ka pa, parang nakaka-stress nga yun.
Yeah.
So, when I started hosting na rin, sabi ko, I understand him better.
Pero, I'm watching you now, ha? You have excellent chemistry with each other. Not because you're married or together. It's because, like, you can bounce off each other, ha? You can finish each other's sentences. You've never considered,
We were talking about... Sorry
hosting
for interrupting.
together.
Sorry for interrupting.
Go ahead.
We were talking about it over dinner. Ang
Oh.
pinag-usapan namin is parang mahahanap mo rin talaga yung para sa'yo.
Oo.
Diba? Yung pinag-usapan namin kanina, we were talking about other people that we know na we never expected they would end up together. Tapos siya nagsabi, na parang sabi niya na, at the end of the day, mahahanap mo rin yung talagang para sa'yo. You finish each other's sentences, or kumbaga,
Yung energy.
there's still compatibility in silence. Yung parang gano'n. So I guess, diba, nahanap namin ng isa't isa. Kaya.
Oo, maganda. Kasi, syempre, ang haba rin ng nilakbay mo, di ba, Luis? Parang ang dami rin, parang feeling din namin.
Teka. Medyo pinaganda mo lang eh. Parang sinasabi mo, ikaw ang dami mo naging ex. Pinaganda mo lang yung salita.
No, the good thing with Luis is he's such a fun guy, pero talagang pang-relasyon talaga si Luis. Hindi mo sasabihin na, like, some showbiz guys, na talagang playboy sila. Si Luis hindi talaga. But, now that I'm seeing you together, kasi I don't see you together in a work capacity eh. Parang now that I see, okay, that's the reason why they click. That's the reason why the two of them are together. And that's the reason why they got married. Okay, so what marriage advice naman did Daddy Yo give you? Of course, he was married naman din also. And he's in a new relationship. Si Daddy Yo talaga, no? Hanggang ngayon, di ba, jowa kasi si Edu.
Yes.
Feeling ko nga kung nagkataon lang na let's say by next year, kunwari lang, we're hoping and praying na maibalik ang prangkisa ng ABS. Feeling ko baka si Daddy tsaka si Tita Pai baka itapat sa Katniel. Ganun, magkaroon
sila.
God.
Ang sweet ng post ni Pai. Nakita ko yung post ni Pai nasa Rappler na kanina. Yung nasa sunset, ganyan. So, I've also worked with Edu a lot of times. And I know that he's also a kalong person like you. I think dun mo talaga nakuha. But, sometimes he can also be serious. So, like, in his serious moments, what advice does he give you in terms of relationships?
Well, it would boil down to the same thing. Kung paano nire-respeto ang kanyang kasama. That's one thing nakikita ko kay Daddy, and how he takes care of his partner talaga. And nakikita ko naman how happy he is with Tita Pai. In fact, trivia, my very first teleserye, Kampanerang Kuba, to some degree...
Galing mo doon!
Thank you very much. To some degree, this a character, I'm not gonna elaborate kasi magtatagal. Pero parang stepmom ko doon si Tita Pai. Sa Kampanerang Kuba. So, ang galing lang. Diba?
Kasi parang nobody expected it, di ba? Parang, oh my God, where did that come from, di ba?
Yeah.
Were you shocked? Just as shocked as us? Was it something that you were shocked, or no, you expected it?
No,
we were really shocked.
Sobrang we were caught off guard. Sobrang, exactly how you said it. Talagang no one saw it coming. I don't even think Dad and Tita Pai saw it coming.
So how did he tell you? How did you find out?
I think a friend of mine took a picture with them. Tapos he sent me the picture, yung kaibigan namin. Na he was with the daddy and
Date
Tita Pai.
night.
Date night yata sila. So I sent the picture back to Daddy. I said na, "Oy Daddy, ano ka? Happy boy ka?" Sabi niya, "Yes, anak, happy hat." Parang ganun.
And then he confirmed na.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so cute. That's so cute, though. What about you, Jessy? You're also very family oriented, and I know you're very close to your parents also. What kind of
Yeah.
marriage advice do they give you naman?
It's basically the same eh. Talagang respect talaga number one. And also communication. Palagi. Minsan syempre yung parents ko, di ba?
Parang
Pag
sobra
nag-away
kayo sa communication, no?
Oo, actually, minsan nga hindi eh. Pag nag-aaway kami ni Luis, my parents know. Sinasabi ko sa kanila, ganyan-ganyan. You have to talk. You have to talk. My parents are so patient.
Yung
Talaga.
dad niya, parehong
They
humor
have the
din
same
natin.
humor.
Makulit din. Sobrang kulit din.
So,
ng dad
Pilyo
niya.
din, pilyo.
Yes. So, pag magkasama sila, nagpapakitaan sila ng mga funny videos, funny pictures. And I'm like, kahit yung daddy ko pinapagalitan ko, parang,
Cool din.
Saan mo ba nakukuha yung mga memes mo, yung mga videos mo? Araw-araw hindi ka nauubusan. Ano yung wait, Luis, naka-store ba yun sa memory mo? Tapos
Yes.
as in naka-plan na yung postings mo?
Could you imagine the amount of videos I post is basically the tip of the iceberg kung gaano karaming videos ang pwede kong i-post. But we do know na for some people, baka yung iba, ma-offend, even if let's say we understand the context na pwedeng makulit lang. Pero some people, di ba, baka maapektuhan. So, kumbaga, kung ganito karaming pinapopost ko, ganito karami ang meron pa ako na minsan sinesend ko na lang sa mga kaibigan.
sa akin na lang yung pinapakita.
Oo, dahil baka may hindi matuwa kayo for one reason or another.
Tsaka yung humor mo, sobrang masa talaga, no? Hindi mo i-expect na napakamasa ng humor mo.
Pag nakausap lang nila ako on a regular day, yung normal na salita ko lang eh.
That's true.
Sinabi ko nga ito sa press con eh. Sinabi ko sa press con to before, naalala ko sa press con for Minute to Win It. Alam niyo po, totoo ha, palamura ako, bastos ako. Sabi ko, hindi ako magbabait-baitan. Pag nakasama niyo talaga ako ng kwentuhan, ganun talaga akong tao.
Sobrang pilyo. Of course, when you got married, you started living. I saw the vlog of your new rental house. Ang ganda. Pang social na social talaga. It looks such a serious house. Parang yung nakatira sa bahay nyo. Parang ang tagal ng kasal na matandang couple. Hindi siya mukhang fun, kasing fun ninyo. Parang siyang ang linis, parang, it's so homey. Parang, oh my God, sila yung nakatira dito. Hindi ko na-expect, di ba? So, what are the things that surprised you about each other now that you're married? Ano yung mga ugali yung nagulat kayo na parang, oh my gosh, ganito pala siya? I'll start with you, Jessy.
Oh my gosh, ano nga ba? Wala siguro kasi we've been together na for how many years. So parang nakita ko na din talaga lahat ng quirks niya, lahat ng kalat niya.
Kung gaano siya ka-OC.
Sobrang OC ko, pero siya, kung gaano siya kalat. So, siguro yung taste sa art, di ba?
Okay.
We have the same taste. And ano pa ba?
Wala, ito example lang. May, yung sink namin, merong his and hers, di ba?
Yeah.
So, kumbaga, technically, the idea is, this is my side and your side. Whatever goes on here, huwag mo na pakialaman, the same way hindi ko papakialaman sa side mo. Pero yung side ko sobrang pinapakialaman pa rin.
Nililinis ko.
Nililinis, iniiba yung ako sasagot dyan, hindi to quirk, pero ito talaga yung feeling ko, nag-take advantage mula nung nagpakasal kami.
Ano?
Paano?
Yung unan ko, di mo na pinagamit sa akin. Because I have a pillow that I've had since time immemorial. As in, baby pa ako na sa akin ay unan na yun. So, and talagang, I take it to trips. Kulang na lang may sarili siyang passport, visa. Talagang literally, hindi ako umaalis ng bahay or ng bansa na wala yon. So ngayon, inangkin na niya.
Pinag-aagawan namin yung pillow.
So sila nakalagay sa gitna niyong dalawa?
Hindi.
Inaagaw ko sa kanya.
Nasa kanya na
G,
talaga.
masarap
Ang
yung
tawag
tulog ko.
doon,
Isipin mo,
pulya.
masarap yung tulog ko. Let's say, galing siyang
Oo.
trabaho,
Yeah.
galing sa baba. Aakyat siya, kasarapan ng tulog ko, hinihila niya
Ano?
sa akin. Isipin mo, nakayakap ka. Ang sarap ng tulog mo, nakayakap ka. Bigla na lang may humihila ng
Hinihila
ulan.
ko talaga.
Conjugal na yung unan. Dapat may
Yeah.
pangalan na rin
Hindi
yung
nga
unan.
conjugal.
Parang
Yan eh.
MMK. Unan yung
Unan.
title.
Kung magka-MMK episode kami, unan ng title.
That's so cute. Dapat may pangalan din yung unan. When do you know
Meron.
when... ano?
Ano?
Pio.
May
Pio.
pangalan?
Pio.
Pio. Social
Pio.
Pio. Cute. When do you know when your partner wants it?
Once what? The pillow? Or something else? Charot.
Once it kinakalabit, or how do you
Ano
initiate?
ba?
Who initiates and how do you initiate?
Minsan siya, minsan ako.
Oo.
Diba?
Oo.
Paano
Ay-
mo nalalaman, Jessy, na gusto ni Luis?
Gusto ko pagka siguro if the day ends with Y.
Every day.
Ah,
Ano to?
that's so romantic. Kailangan may ganun, may seduction.
Hindi, pagka we have our moments.
No, sometimes ready na siya eh. As in, game na. I'm like, wait, easy ka lang. Pwedeng let's take it slow. Ganon siya. Nakakalabit na lang na, look, oh. Ganon na siya.
Anong look? Oh, so, ginawa ng Star Wars look?
O sige, touch, oh.
By touch. Wow.
Yeah.
Anong language of love mo, Jessy?
Lambing.
Kami, sobra.
Super.
Pareho.
I really take care of him. Like,
Yes.
kunwari, when we're out of town, ako nag-e-empty ng gamit niya. Ako
Ang
naglilinis.
swerte ni Luis.
Oo,
That's
tapos-
such a chore. Sobrang hirap.
Siya yung kumakain ng pagkain ko. Pag malambot na, dinuduranan niya sa akin.
Ibon.
Yung tubig, mumumog niya, tapos papasa niya sa akin,
Yeah.
imumumog ko, dudura ko na. Hindi, sobra. You know, that's one thing na grabe yung alaga sa akin ni How How. And I mean it wholeheartedly na grabe talaga.
And you should enjoy that because soon enough, di ba, parang you're going to have kids, di ba?
Yeah.
When you have kids, it's going to change your dynamic, di ba? Although
Kasi
wala
share
pa
ko
naman
lang,
kayong 1 year married, di ba? Wala pa kayong 1 year married, so pwede pa kayong mag-enjoy
Yeah.
ng time together, ganyan. But once you have kids, di ba, the alaga will be concentrated
I-share
on
ko
the
lang,
kids.
i-share ko lang. Hindi ko na
Oh.
kaya mag-travel nang wala siya, nang matagalan. Kasi, totoo to napakagaling niya mag-pack. Totoo to.
Good packer. Okay.
Grabe yung dami ng damit na nailalagay niya sa isang maleta. Hindi, I don't know how it's scientifically or physically possible. Paano niya ginagawa? Yung ako pakalahati pa lang, sabihin ko, wala na. Baka kailangan natin bumili ng isa pa or magpadala na lang sa bahay. Sabi ko, wait lang dyan. After a while, marinig mo lang, cluck, cluck, nalock na niya. Hayop!
That's a secret skill of women. All women know to do that, di ba, Jessy? Kasi mas maraming kailangan ipack ang babae. Sapatos, di ba? Medyas, bag.
Kasi pag galing ka ng ibang country tapos mag-shopping ka,
Galing.
you have to bring everything.
Yeah, that's true. Syempre, you've gone on vacations, you're gonna go on a vacation, di ba? What are the things that like, halimbawa, planning a vacation. Paano kayo, how do you come up with the idea of planning a vacation? Sino na susunod? And paano niyo pinag-uusapan? And who does all the booking and stuff and ganyan?
Mas ako.
Oh,
I remember
sige.
the first time you visited Paris, no,
Mm-mm.
was because of me.
Yes.
Talagang, I told him you have to visit Paris. You also have to go to Rome ba?
Yes. Hindi ako well-traveled, in other words. Kumbaga,
Tungo ko nga lang eh. Tapos,
hindi ako well-traveled. Nagkakataon lang na very I mean, I'm very fortunate na I do have, the opportunity to go around the world for work.
True.
Pero nagkakataon lang na hindi natutuloy. Kumbaga, I guess we always have our comfort zones, di ba? Na it's always Japan, always ganyan. She's well-traveled. So yung unang punta ko, yung ma-explore ko talaga yung Europe, I was with her. Kasi yung unang punta ko sa Europe was in Spain. Taping pa yon ng for You with Tony na pumunta pa kami sa Spain para panoorin. Tapos parang 6 lang yata yung nanood ng show nung umere na. Yun nga naisip ko nun eh. So pag nakaikot niya. Ay, nanonood si Jody oh. Si Jody.
Hi, Jody!
Si Judiel. Hi, Judiel.
Hi, Judiel! Tapos, di ba, syempre, di ba, ang dami niyong natututunan about each other and from each other because I can see how doting Jessy is. So when I watch her vlogs, talagang napaka-OC niya, di ba? And talagang, like, she knows how to take care of herself. And napansin ko, like, the moment that you got married, parang ikaw, even you, Luis, parang you look better, di ba? I'm not saying that you...
Teka lang, magaling ka mag-sugarcoat.
I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that she's good for you.
Yeah.
In what ways do you realize that she's good for you?
It's your outlook. It's how you are every day. Yun yung para sa akin talaga. Na that small lambing, parang when you wake up, that lambing, that affection that you get from her, parang just creates this whole ripple of positivity throughout the whole day. Yung kumbaga, and if a day doesn't really go my way, or if something goes medyo crazy at work, I have that thought, yung fallback, na I still get to go home to her.
Wow, sweet. Alam mo, that's what they say eh. You know that you married the right woman when you're excited to come home every day, whether it's a good day or a bad day. Is that how you feel?
Is that how you feel now?
Yes, yes.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Exactly what he said. Ikaw din, syempre, Jessy, ganun yung nafe-feel mo, di ba?
Sabi nga niya over dinner kasi the past few days, we've been quite busy.
Really busy. As in, hindi na kami masyado nagkikita.
So sabi niya, I missed you today. I missed you. Sabi niya, kasi maaga ako umalis kanina eh. Nagtrabaho na ako. Sabi niya, I missed you today. So, ganun kami.
It's good that you have time for date nights, di ba? When you go on a date night, what do you usually like to do on a date together?
Eat! Oh my gosh.
Movies, pero alam naman natin medyo mahirap-hirap pa to go to movies. We're hoping na manumbalik yun for a lot of people in the industry. Pero yun ang sa amin din talaga. Medyo, hindi kami yung sobrang foodie Hindi yung, there's a new restaurant na ganito yung mga, hindi kami ganun. We just want, a good meal.
Okay. Like, what is that? Like, for example, like tonight, what did you have? Did you have like Japanese? Did you have Italian? What are the things the cuisine that you enjoy together?
We had Italian.
Yes, Italian.
So, pizza, pasta.
Di ba Italian?
Bakit yung ulo ko doon?
Di ba Italian ng papaitan?
Hindi. Palin kita dyan.
Papaitan. Anyway, tapos at home, kasi di ba meron ka rin mga cooking vlogs, Jessy, di ba? Who cooks at home more? You or Luis?
Actually, both of us. Diba?
He likes my steak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pag steak night, si Luis talaga yung nagluluto.
Nilalambing niya sa akin yun. Minsan, how, sa weekend gusto ko mag-steak. So, papabili ako ng mga ganyan.
And then what about you? What do you cook, Jessy, for him?
More of pasta. But I you ano ba?
Beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington before.
Ang hirap.
Hirap, diba? But yun talaga request niya. I was like, I'll cook for you. What do you... At hindi pa kami kasal nito. Talaga tinanong, what do you want me to cook for you? Tapos sabi niya, Beef Wellington. My gosh, paano
Kita mo sinaserve yan sa Hell's Kitchen. Di ba? Kay Gordon Ramsay. Yung mga sinaserve yan.
Pang mayaman.
Watch out, Gordon Ramsay. Dito siya.
Pang mayaman. Pwede kayong mag-cooking show together, di ba? Pwede naman going project in the future. Di ba? Cute yan. Marami namang gumagawa na celebrity couples. And then, di ba, syempre, parang I read in an article that you plan to have kids soon, or what was it, on Rappler or Pep, na parang people think that you should have a baby na. I think it's way too early in the marriage to have a baby. But, of course, everybody in their own time. When you have kids, do you talk about how many kids you want?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, ilan ang gusto mo?
Gusto niya ng 6 or like 7.
Oh my God!
I was like, hindi ko kaya, no?
No, that's too much. 6 or 7 is too much. Basta ang gusto ko lang parang bumuo ako ng bagong Star Magic.
200, ganon.
Hindi, siguro, realistically, siguro
Mga three.
mga 3.
Three.
Yeah, I think
Diba, parang
ngayon sa
yung
mga couples
attention,
Yeah.
and yung ano, diba, yung, kumbaga, yung needs talaga ng tatlo.
Mabibigay naman. Diba, practicality.
True. Tsaka may lahi ka ng kambal, di ba, Jessy?
Masya.
May lahi
Ako,
ka ba ng twin?
yeah.
Si Louis, baba.
Pero,
Ikaw pala may
please
lahi.
correct if I'm wrong sa comments kung mas alam nyo. Parang I think the factor comes into play is if it's the girl side. I could be wrong. Please.
The girl side, sorry, yeah, it's the girl side. I had it confused. I thought it was Jessy with the twin history. It's you pala. So it's the girl side.
So bali wala
Yeah, so kailangan three times yung gagawin para three yung kids, diba? And you have to start soon. Diba?
Yeah.
Anyway, parang, diba, parang now that you're newlyweds, you are now able to give advice to people that, you know, are getting married and plan to get married, diba? You got married in the thick of the pandemic. Was it the original plan to have an intimate wedding, or did you have something in mind before you got married? Or what was the original wedding plan?
We were supposed to get married in Switzerland.
Yes.
But then, of course, because of the pandemic, and syempre, parang naisip namin, it's better na to have a more intimate wedding na lang with our family para then they're safer also. Ano ba? Yun lang parang it was actually biglaan. Hindi namin siya plinan. Parang we planned it a month before lang.
Ganun kadali.
The actual wedding.
Wow, ang bilis.
Tapos civil wedding din talaga siya. But then, my family suggested na since it's your first time to get married,
might as well.
Yeah, might as well dress up or like talagang kad ka talaga ng mahaba para din ma-feel nyo na kahit first time, di ba?
Yes.
Nandun pa rin yung feels. So, yun lang.
Yeah.
Di ba?
I think the beauty also of the intimate ceremony is that it's so small and you really feel the love. Yung alam mo yun, yung parang kasi 'di ba usually celebrity weddings are so grandiose and you don't really, you know, interact with everybody. Wala kang chance to interact with everybody. But there the love is, you can see that the love is really concentrated. Parang nandito lang talaga sa dalawang to. But a lot of couples that got married during the pandemic, they also have plans of, you know, holding a bigger ceremony when the pandemic is over to accommodate naman all friends and families that were not able to make it physically, diba? Especially you, na ang dami-dami yung family and friends in and out of show business. Is there a plan to, you know, have maybe another wedding in the future when things are back to the old normal, to sort of have like a bigger wedding in terms of scale?
Yes, definitely. Actually, kasi my family weren't, di ba, yung family ko kasi hindi sila nakapunta doon sa wedding namin, sa the farm. So, talagang pinaplano namin na kahit pa magka-baby kami, we're planning to get married para din makapunta yung side ng family ko naman.
Your side.
Yeah. So, yun. But like, in terms of being, you know, yung super laking wedding or like super bongga, parang we prefer na talagang mas kahit simple lang din talaga basta kumpleto yung family. So maybe just same feels lang naman.
Yeah,
same
pretty
feeling
much.
lang.
Tapos destination wedding din or hindi? Like the original plan?
Parang no.
Hindi na sa Switzerland, parang here na lang in the Philippines.
Here in the Philippines na lang.
Yeah, parang siguro sa mga dream ko rin naman talaga, di ba? Bilang kanyang asawa is to have her family experience our wedding. So kumbaga kaya gusto ko gawin yun.
That's so sweet. Alam mo, sweet mo sa interview na to. Hindi ako sanay. Akala ko magiging kolokoy ka lang the whole time.
Diba?
Akala ko magiging kolokoy ka lang the whole time.
So it's fun.
Grabe, ngayon ko nakikita yung sweet side ni Luis. Parang ganyan. Hindi pa kita nakita like this before. And then, of course, I know that you have an early flight tomorrow and I don't want to keep you up. So I'm going to ask you 2 last questions. And these questions, parang pagandahan nila ng sagot to.
Go.
So I want to ask Jessy first. I want to ask you, why Luis is lucky for you? Why is he lucky why are you lucky to have Luis?
Oh my gosh. Yung nga, like what I've said kanina, he's the kindest. Ang hirap. Parang I guess ano talaga eh, he always makes sure na he always makes sure na um I'm safe, I'm secure,
Mm.
I feel comfortable. And si Luis talaga, hindi lang siya sa akin ganon. Whenever I see him help other people, when I see him, wala, yung mabait lang siya sa ibang tao. That's when I feel na I'm really lucky. Kasi, di ba, when you have someone so kind, so nice
Mm.
towards people, alam mo, oh my gosh, lucky talaga ako sa taong to. Because that's how he is sa ibang tao, hindi lang sa akin.
Ay,
Diba?
nako. Kita mo. G, kita mo. Maswerte pa siya doon sa tumama ng 370 million na loto.
Uy, tumataya kami, ha?
Oo naman, tumataya kami sa loto. Huy.
Tumataya kayo?
Oo.
Meron kayong number na ano? May favorite
Uy,
number
oo,
kayo? Sure niyo naman.
balik kaya siya. Nakakuha siya ng 3.
Talaga? Uy, meron na yun, di
Oo.
ba? May premyo na yung 3
Balik
tama.
taya. Pag 3, balik taya. Thank you very much.
Oo.
DJ Cha, online siya. Thank you for the kind
Hi,
words.
DJ Chacha.
DJ Cha.
Hi, Cha! Hello, Cha! Of course, Luis, I want to ask you, why does it feel to be the luckiest man in the world to be married to Jessy Mendiola Manzano?
Kasi yung parang,
Why?
Oh.
kasi it's
Ayusin mo yan.
all my life.
Kumanta.
Without Hindi, kumbaga, every single day, at sinasabi nga namin, you have this fulfillment, you have this contentment, and you can't wait to wake up dahil nakikita mo, makikita. You can't wait to go to bed kasi you know you're ending your day with someone like her in front of you.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. You end and you begin your day with somebody that you feel lucky to be beside
Yeah.
with. Parang, ako, like, I just want to say na I want to thank you for giving me the time. I know that you're such a busy couple and I know that you have time for each other and you have a trip tomorrow. And alam mo, Jessy, the first time I saw you was we shared an elevator in ELJ. Tapos
Yes.
nakapony ka lang, tapos naka-sneakers ka lang. Sabi ko, ang ganda naman ng babaeng to. Parang gusto ko lumabas ng elevator. Sobrang ganda. Tapos wala kang makeup. Ganyan. That was the very first time I saw you. And then, of course, I saw you on Maria Mercedes and all your. So I go, oh my God, she's such an excellent actress also. Ganyan. Very, very sweet and quiet. But you know, when you get to know her, she's really super madaldal. And talagang bundle of joy talaga siya.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Diba? And then si Luis naman, parang, you know, I've worked with you several times and you're really, you know, very funny and bastos and everything. Bastos in a good way, ha? Bastos na entertaining. But you're always at the top of your game. Diba? And, you know, parang, I just want to tell you that, you know, when I watched In My Life, I was at the premiere of In My Life. The only time I cried was your scene, yung picnic scene mo. Tapos sabi ko, parang kilala ko kasi si Luis. Sabi ko, hindi ko alam kung how I will feel kung magdrama-drama siya. I think nanalo ka doon, di ba? May award ka doon.
Nanalo ka ng Best Supporting Actor.
So,
Giving Body.
Yeah, I know. Na parang sabi ko, oh my God, he's gonna go up against Vilma and John Lloyd. But for me, you stole that movie. So I've never been able to tell you that, and I want to tell you that now, that movie was your movie. As in, na-outshadow mo sila.
G, hindi na lang, ano ka ba sabihin to na hindi? Okay, after, teka lang, baka ay, shit. Yeah. G, ito na lang.
Hindi kita binobola. Totoo yun. Naiyak ako sa eksenang yun.
Pagkatapos ng In My Life, si Mami ba ay nagtuloy-tuloy pa ng pelikula? Hindi na. Si Lloyd ba, kasing active ba ng dati? Hindi na rin.
Ano ba yan?
Wala.
Basta ang galing-galing mo doon and it did so much for I just want to thank you on behalf of the community because for our community, those were the first movies na parang okay, they're taking us seriously and somebody like Luis Manzano played that role without question and that meant a lot for us and you did it so flawlessly. So I just want to tell you that now. And yeah, I hope you do more movies in the future. And I hope you do a movie together. Gumawa naman kayo ng movie together.
Isa sa mga main motivation ko actually for that movie was to give something back to the community. Eh, di ba palagi si stereotype ang napakarami sa LGBT when it comes to TV and when it comes to movies. So I wanted to be able to portray, you know, how it really is. In fact, gusto ko lang i-share kasi magandang usapan to. When it first came out, I did a show out of town, somewhere in the Gaspi pa nga yata. I met someone from the LGBT community. Sabi, hey, Kuya Luis, sabi ko, hi, nice to meet you. Sabi niya, alam mo, pinanood ko ang In My Life, kasi parang OFW yata siya. Pag uwi niya, pinapanood niya sa mommy niya yung In My Life, and right after the movie, that's when he came out sa mom niya.
Aww.
Wow,
That
that's
movie gave
powerful.
him confidence. Yeah. So that was para sa akin, minsan, yung ganong klaseng kwento, kahit iisang tao lang nagsabi, is more valuable than any other award.
That's so powerful. That's so powerful. Ako kasi every day you give us so much laughter. And I think we remember you for that. We all follow you for that because of the laughter that you give us. But of course, there will always be meaningful milestones in your career that I'm very, very aware of. And I want you to be aware of the effect and the, what you do for us. Not just as a host, not just somebody that makes us laugh every day, but, there have been meaningful moments in your career that have meant so much to us. And finally, I want to ask, because it's going to be a political year and you come from a political family also. And Jessy, I also want to ask you na parang, with everything that has happened, in our country, with ABS-CBN and, the landscape and the climate, do you think stars like the two of you or influencers like the two of you or very, very big names like the two of you should have a very, very vocal stand in terms of politics? And are you going to have a very vocal stand when 2022 comes in?
Oh my gosh. I think it's very, very important to voice out your opinions, but also
Very
at
good.
the time, you have to respect others too. Sometimes, di ba, we go out of line na medyo nagiging offensive na pagdating sa ibang tao. But it's always so important to have that voice. But at the same time, to also understand other people's voices too, di ba?
Yeah,
So,
I completely agree. I echo that statement. Na, if you have an opinion, put it out there.
yeah.
But still, diba, take everything in at the same time. Pero same thing, we have an obligation din naman to share,
Yes.
to share our opinion if we believe that's for the betterment.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful stand, actually. It's really, really admirable because diba, parang now is not the time to be silent. I mean, silence is complacency. Silence is complicitness. Diba? Being silent is being complicit of everything that's going on around us. Of course, you have such a huge following. You have 7 million followers. You have 3 million followers. Combined, it's a 10 million 10 million people following, diba? So I think the responsibility is also there. And again, I just want to echo what you both said na if you have a voice, you have to, use it. Otherwise, diba, you will be silenced forever. So again, I want to thank you both for joining me tonight. It has been such a fun conversation. Ang dami ko natutunan sa'yo.
But pinsan ko, kaka-online lang yung pinsan ko who's handling also yung vlog ni Mommy, si Ate Carla Valeroso.
Oo nga, napanood ko yung interview mo.
She's
Tawang-tawa
online.
ako, grabe.
Si Alfonso Onarce, isang kaibigan natin who's watching right now. So thank you very much, everyone. G, as always.
It's a pleasure.
Yes.
Always talaga. Pag nakakausap ka namin, sobrang ang saya lang.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the time. Thank you for giving me an hour of your time. I know that you're very busy. And have a fun trip to Boracay tomorrow. I mean, like,
everyone.
diba?
Yes.
Stay safe and have a safe flight. Enjoy. I love you both. Good night.
At kagaya ng palagi kong sinasabi, after all my lives, di pa tayo tapos. Please, everyone stay safe. And frontliners, maraming salamat pa rin sa ginagawa ninyo.
Thank you, frontliners. And thank you both. Good night. Happy packing, Jessy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.